Welcome back, students. Let us understand the new point, non-tax revenue. In the last part I told you about the tax revenue. Now let us understand what is non-tax revenue. Public revenue received by the government administration, public enterprises, gifts and grants, etc. are called non-tax revenue. These sources are different than taxes. Now we'll discuss one by one. Number one, fees. A tax is paid compulsorily without any return services, whereas fee is paid in return for certain specific services rendered by the government. For example, education fees, registration fees, passport fees, license fees, etc. So for that we are paying money to the government, and that becomes a source of revenue to the government. Second, prices of public goods and services. Modern governments sell various types of commodities and services to the citizens. A price is a payment made by the citizen to the government for goods and services sold to them. For example, railway fares, postal charges, or water charges, electricity charges. These are the money that we are giving to the government. So that becomes a source of revenue for the government. Next, spatial assessment. The payment made by the citizens of a particular locality in exchange for certain spatial facilities given to them by the authorities is known as spatial assessment. For example, local body can levy special tax on the residents of particular area where extra or special facilities of roads, energy, water supply, etc. are provided. See, government is giving this, like you can give the example of Mumbai-Pune highway where we have to pay the toll. So that is a special thing government provided. So we are paying money as a toll to the government, or to the local bodies, or to the state government or central government. That is called as spatial assessment. Next, fines and penalties. The government imposes fines and penalties on those who violates the laws of the country. The objective of the imposition of fines and penalties is not to earn income but to discourage the citizen from violating the laws framed by the government. For example, fines for violating traffic rules. However, the income from this source is very small. In the signal we don't stop our car, we go, then we have to pay fine for that. That is what is called as fine. Sometimes we don't pay the income tax on time, so again government can charge a penalty for that. So that becomes a source of income to the government. Next, gifts, grants and donations. The government may also earn some income in the form of gifts by the citizens and others. The government may also receive grants from the foreign government and institution for general and specific purposes. Foreign aid has become an important source of development finance for developing country like India. But again, this source of revenue is uncertain in nature. Sometimes we get big donations, we get big grants from the foreign countries. So, but that is uncertain. Next, spatial levies. This is levied on those commodities the consumption of which is harmful to health and well-being of the citizen, like fines and penalties. The objective is not to earn the income but to discourage the consumption of harmful commodities by the citizen. For example, duties levied on wine, opium or intoxicants or drugs, all those things, they are called as the spatial levies. They are harmful. Cigarette and all those stuff, they are harmful, and so spatial levies are there, or spatial taxes are there, or special fines and penalties are there. The objective is not to earn money but to discourage the consumption. And the last, borrowings. The government can borrow from the people in the form of deposits, bonds, etc. It also gets loans from foreign governments and organizations such as IMF, International Monetary Fund, World Bank, etc. Loans are becoming more and more popular source of revenue for the governments in the modern times. These are the non-tax revenue. They are not tax, but through this government can collect money. Government receives money. Government's revenue increases. So all the 7 points you have to give under this. Number 1, fees. Then prices of public goods and services, special assessment, fines and penalties, gifts, grants and donation, special levies and borrowings. The question can be explain the non-tax revenue. So all the 7 points you have to cover under that. Thank you very much.